They say that they are unbeatable here.
And we actually saw them get beaten by Colwyn on this very map, so we know that it's not true. They can say it all they like. You know, sometimes you just can't just say something and have it become true. So they're going to have to actually play it out and do as best they can, as TCM Gaming is on a very good surge right now with two successful attacking rounds on that previous map, Crossroads.
Okay, so Kawa has, runs directly into pretty good crossfire there. Not much going his way to start things off. We know TCM does love this very aggressive position. They'll oftentimes switch between ultra aggressive and hyper defensive.
Aggressive,
so
you say?
Yes, they like to switch between aggressive and defensive though. And Kawa says his mouse skipped.
Wah, wah, wah. Does not concern TCM. They say, thank you, Kawa's mouse, for skipping. We don't care. We're going to shoot you anyway. Lux is coming in first for TCM, waits for that first salvo to go by, and just hops right up the ramp. Oh, Dignitas is very far forward. He gets a trade. Actually, sorry, TCM is very far forward. He gets a trade, but Lux is... I can't even follow what's happening anymore. That was too fast.
This is going to be the first match to go to 20 rounds. And it's going to take about 5 minutes, I think is what's going to happen.
So just all the super aggressive rockets happening here. So that was actually Lux's attacking. Dignitas played really far forward. He got a trade very quickly and then got rushed down and died in about 10 seconds into the map, or into the round. So Garpy attacking now for Dignitas. He may have just tried to fake them out and act like he was going toward the tunnels so that they would back up some, and it seems to have worked.
Okay, well, Garpy has already lost 1 point of armor. He is, let's see here, the position for TCM is still pretty forward, and looks like they are not letting off the pressure, just sitting around the sides of this. Garpy, of course, it forces you to make sure that your laser's on point, and it's clearly not for Garpy at the moment, and he does go down very quickly, so, wow, all right.
This is an interesting parallel. You know, there's not a lot of high ground on Castle Crasher. Same sort of goes for Collided, where it's more or less even throughout. I mean, there are ledges and things you can hop up and change your elevation, but in comparison to maps like Fortress and The Castle, where you're starting on the low ground, working your way up, it means that the action doesn't necessarily have to be at the point. I mean, defenders are going to want to take the high ground in maps like that, but in a map like this, they can run forward and you've got this more even ground to play around on. And I think it just drives the action a lot better. That's, I think, why Collided and Castle Crash are two of my favorites, because you do get a little bit more frequent attacking rounds due to that sort of balance.
Okay, well, that's the fourth consecutive defensive round taken. Mass aggression out of all of our players so far. We'll actually look from slightly behind here, and we'll see exactly how the defenders get to their position. Zacubus, I would expect one player to at least try the tunnels at some point, but hasn't happened yet.
Zacubus is the one to do it. I mean, he always actually has a flair for trying to do unexpected routes. Frantic can actually check that, though, and still get over to the other exit fast enough because of the amount of time it takes to get to the other exit. So Zacubus trying to cut out this whole first part and work a little bit more comfortably from over here, but he's a little bit exposed, so he's going to back up.
Nice.
Gets that first very important defender without taking an armor loss.
Okay, so just Frantic and Didix left. Lux is already down. Frantic is watching the point. I just saw Didix just slightly off to the left, but he has fallen back in that little cubby hole, I guess.
Okay, Didix and Frantic playing the point. Oh, not going to get the shot there for Zacubus. Cap is open, so he may actually try to gun it here. And if he can pick off one defender, he'll have really great odds, but with two standing, it's going to be close. Nope, 43%. And some Swedish stuff coming out from Kawa. No idea what's going on there. Didix attacking it now for TCM.
That was still the best attempt, though, that we've seen out of any of our attackers, as Zacubus picked off a defender and got the goal about 43% down.
Okay, Didix attacking in, already losing a point of armor. Kawa's spam rocket does connect. There's a second armor. Nice trade going on, but Didix is still at a disadvantage because of that initial hit.
Okay, he has a defender behind him. I'm not sure where he's at. There he is, and he gets picked off. So now all of a sudden it's one defender versus one attacker, and the attacker versus one armor, and the attacker has successfully split the defender from the goal and has really nice presence of the map.
That's right. Didix can, you know, keep his distance from Zacubus, watch his movement. Oh, Zacubus is still trying to get back to the point, but he's going to you know, leave himself open if he does actually get over to the cap.
Nice.
Dignitas taking that first successful attacking round with some real chaos going on at the beginning, and as he worked his way to the back, only Zacubus was left to try and stop him, but Dignitas too strong, able to take the lead there for TCM. And if they do actually win this map, they'll be following in the footsteps of Eclypsia, losing the first one and, you know, making a huge surge towards taking the series.
That was actually the third attacker for TCM, as we are back around to our primaries now. But ouch, what a great start for TCM. They're up 5-2. They're already on map point.
That was another one of those rounds.
Yeah.
That you know, didn't really have a lot of time to it. He got, you know, nuked down very quickly. Lux's not so much pressure on him actually with a 5-2 lead. Even if he loses, it would be 5-3, and they would just need to defend successfully one more time to take the map. So here we go. We can see already losing a point of armor. That is pretty tough. If he can snag a defender and equal things up, he'll still have a pretty good shot taking the round. There he does. He's got an open shot, but the laser, oh, just barely recharges in time for him to pull the trigger. Lux is with 2 armor left, 1 defender separated from the goal. He just needs to outlast him for about 15 more seconds before the cap becomes open. He can just back his way up onto the point. Garpy trying to land 2 rockets from this position is going to be very difficult. I think Lux is going to be able to do it. There it is.
Beautiful. Nice shot over the top, and that's a quick round taken as Dignitas loses once again on Castle Crasher, their unbeatable map.
They didn't get an attacking round. I think who got the attacking rounds? Dignitas and Lux's both. And Lux's is really, really on fire right now, just landing all his lasers. Collided is going to be Dignitas' last chance in this qualifier. They must win this map or they will be eliminated. And they were actually one of the favorites coming in. You know, teams that had actually already won tournaments in the past include Dignitas, or sorry, Dignitas and Dignitas are very similar. Dignitas, Call Win, Millennium had all won in the past. Eclypsia won Gamescom, so they're all sort of in that top 4 looking to try and take this qualifier. But we were already on the right map. Should we take a break, or what do you think?
We're actually here, so let's go ahead and just go.
All right. We're ready.